This presentation reflects my experiences from the Vollie Group project, in which I was involved from the 23rd October 2018 to the 23rd January 2019. The Vollie project was a study teamwork composed by Dussere MBA students of 3 categories. The leaders were Sean McNulty and I, Albert Ndakichimana. The managers were Craig Farmer and Roxanne Ridley, and we had only one learner, Matthew Flint. The academic for this project was Greg Collier. What is Vollie? Vollie is an online volunteering platform that was founded by Matthew Boyd in recognition to the declining rates of volunteerism in Australia at the time. Vollie aims to connect skilled people to non-profits and charities for skills-based online volunteering. In summary, Vollie means that through online connection, people from anywhere in the world can get the opportunity to donate their skills and experience to organizations. What is Vollie project request for service? In fact, Vollie has a massive mission to be accomplished in many parts of the world. For this, Vollie wants to enter the United States of America non-profits and volunteering market. Our Dussere team project has partnered to thoroughly research the US market and then provide to Matthew Boyd, the founder of and CEO of Vollie, a review of the current volunteering market in the US to assist in the endeavor to enter the US market. So briefly, Matthew would use the key insight from our team research to decide whether Vollie could enter the US market or not. Industry Deliverable 1 was the project sponsor meeting, which was submitted on the 26th October 2018, and the Industry Deliverables 2 were the project plan submitted on the 16th of November 2018. The Industry Deliverable 3 were draft report and preliminary findings, which was submitted on the 14th of December 2018. The Industry Deliverable 4 was a final report and presentation, which was submitted on the 27th of January 2019, and the presentation itself was done on the 23rd of January 2019. So after mutual consultation led by Sean and Albert, the team's members have agreed to be doing the project meetings every Monday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. From the 29th of October 2018 to the 28th of January 2019, and meet with the client, Matthew Boyd, every fortnight from the 6th of November 2018 to the 29th of January 2019. All meeting times should be held Sydney, Melbourne time. The project meeting 1 was done on the 23rd of October 2018 and was coordinated by leaders and chaired by Sean, and minutes were taken by me. During this meeting, the first introduction to Vollie and Dussere project trimester 3 team members was done, and second, a meetings coordination schedule that was done by Sean was given to the team members. Third, the RFS of the project was discussed among the team members, and briefly, Matthew Boyd has given us his expectation, which was to tell him the real stories of the volunteering market in USA nationwide. Project meeting number 2 was done on the 29th of October, chaired by myself, Albert, and the minutes were taken by Roxanne. During this meeting, we got again new clarifications from Matthew Boyd regarding the clarity of the RFS as he answered all our basic questions. We also discussed as a team the project plan scope. The third meeting was held on the 5th of November, chaired by Roxanne. The minutes were taken by Sean. During this meeting, a review of the project plan document was done as individual input on each slide were required. Also, the allocation of the research workload required to meet the set deliverables was finalized. The fourth meeting was held on the 12th of November, chaired by Craig, and the minutes were taken by Matthew Flint. And during this meeting, the project academic Greg Collier notified us about the conversation with Matthew Boyd regarding expectations. For Matt Boyd, the business document was preferred over the academic document. So also, for our final project plan, Greg recommended that our referencing should be placed at the back of the document, not in footnotes. The fifth meeting was held on the 19th of November, chaired by Roxanne, and minutes were taken by Craig. In this meeting, update on research from each person was done. We also made recasting of the chair minutes, take as scheduled, and some members were unavailable. The project meeting number 6 was held on the 26th of November, chaired by Matthew Flint, and minutes were taken by Craig. And during this meeting, we discussed that the core focus for the team was to start adding the research findings into the G Drive, either direct into the draft report under the key sections, or at least on a Google Doc in the G Drive. The seventh meeting was held on the 3rd of December, chaired by Sean, and minutes were taken by myself, Albert. During the meeting, each team member has given the summary of the respective sections, and it was noticed that all sections have a really good insight research. The 8th meeting was held on the 10th of December, chaired by myself, Albert, and minutes taken by Roxanne. During this meeting, the team continued reviewing each other's work to understand the draft to be submitted. The 9th meeting was on the 7th of January after the Christmas and New Year's break, chaired by Sean and minutes taken by myself, Albert. We discussed the final weeks of the project and what was needed to be completed, focusing on items that were still requiring actions. In this regard, we discussed the surveys that were to be completed by the team, presentation slides for each team member's section, the position map, lean canvas, and final report. The 10th meeting was done on the 14th of January, chaired by Sean, and minutes were taken by Craig. We reviewed all sections, particularly the presentation slide and surveys, challenges, opportunities, and next steps were added to the research documents as recommendations to Vollie. This 11th meeting was done on the 21st of January 2019, chaired by Sean. The meeting was for group final review prior to submission and ran through the presentation guidelines. The 12th meeting was held on the 22nd of January 2019 for a team trial run of Zoom presentation. Finally, the project presentation was done on the 23rd of January 2019 at 2:30 Sydney Melbourne time. Matthew Boyd was impressed by our research, saying that we have provided what he really wanted, and by giving him an addition of challenges, opportunities, and the next step, all his questions were answered as we exceeded his expectations. What was the challenge I met as a leader? Sean and I faced the shortage of team members and so had to chair many meetings. Personally, I kept having technology-related issues due to limited level of computer skills. But as weaknesses, the lack of high-level technology skills had limited my ability to share links. English being my fifth language, I always find hard to engage in discussions. However, I was able to constantly force myself to take part into learning discussions. And despite these weaknesses, yes, my strong strengths were shown into not giving up, but learn how to use those technologies and try to be involved within the team discussions and required interactions. What skills did I learn then? During this project, priority was given to contributing to the teamwork by applying the knowledge gained from the entrepreneurship and innovation, big data for managers, and the leadership in practice. As a leader, I learned how to utilize skills to encourage all team members so that they can use their strengths into the teamwork, and also promoting a good and cohesive communication between my colleague Sean and other team members was the key to success. As Kempster and his co-author wrote, a leader must motivate the followers by making purpose central to leadership. So in fact, as leaders, Sean and I had to create conditions for leadership, ideas and actions to incite other team members to follow our pattern. Also, as Kota suggested in his book 1990, leading entails influencing others and creating vision to change. Sean and I have been leading the team to making required adjustment all the way through our research works. Finally, the guidance of the academic record year has helped me and Sean to confidently lead the team to the happy ending. To conclude this presentation, Vollie project has undoubtedly been successful because the leadership was good. In overall, the cooperation between leaders and the cohesive communication between all team members were the project cornerstones. I believe that Sean and I have shown outstanding leadership qualities, so provided a good example to our fellow managers and learners. Thank you for your attention. Bye-bye.